The last thing I want to cover today is a recent trip that Deputy Director Caleb Boos, CIO Laura Clark, and I took to the destination we hinted about in last month's employee touchpoint. We traveled over the straits and through the woods all the way to the tip top of Upper Peninsula. We've got a short video highlighting our portion of the trip for our interview segment, and then Caleb and Laura Clark are going to join me to talk about the rest of our trip. Enjoy the video.
Again, we're here today with Del Ryla with MPSES, who lives in the area and helps to manage the tower sites up here. So thanks for being with us here.
Oh, it's wonderful. And I'm so glad that you guys are able to make the trip up here to see what we actually do in the wintertime. It is very valuable for you to see this.
Well,
that you came.
You guys threw the gauntlet down the last time we were up here, and I decided to call your bluff, and here we are.
No, glad to see that you can make the trip.
Yeah, and I'd say this is probably kind of a nice day for this time of year. We're here in January, right?
It is, yeah.
You know, we're 15 degrees, I think, ish, with a light snow. Makes it look just a little bit like a snow globe, is it? No problems. But so yeah, we're gonna kick off, ask a few questions. So what's it like trying to maintain a site like this?
You know, it's a challenge that I welcome. I've been doing this for almost 30 years now. I'm going to be retiring in about a year.
Oh, congratulations!
It's been awesome.
Are you sure you want to?
Yeah. But yeah, no, the challenge is there. We are very well equipped, very well trained. Got all the support we need. So, and like the rest of us, we have a shared mission for public safety, and that occurs in the city as well as in the middle of nowhere with the snow. So we really enjoy our job.
Yeah, you'd have to, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So Del, is this the last tower in Michigan, or is it the first tower in Michigan?
Oh, no. I call this the first tower. If you look at the map, naturally you want to look from the top to the bottom. We are the first tower. The end of US 41, the first tower in Michigan, and it's the best one.
I mean, it's definitely the most interesting one we've been to so far, and we've seen a few of them. So yeah, it's just like a fascinating trip up, and yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah.
What you were explaining, so you know, obviously you've got some challenges with maintaining a site out here in this sort of environment. Tell us about a story. You had a lightning strike that took the power out here one time.
Oh, yeah. So, my goodness. So, down at the bottom of the hill, we've got a transformer that UPCO actually feeds power to this site. And incidentally, this is the most expensive tower site in the state of
Almost
Michigan.
lost Michelle over there.
This is the most.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
This is the most expensive site in the state of Michigan to run power to, just because of the terrain and the distance. It's just so rock hard and it's just very rugged. But maintaining the system is gratifying, and even as we've gone through the different releases, the newer equipment, you know, the replacement. In fact, we're on site on time now. I think for looking at replacing the radios themselves within the shelters, the GTRs. But the state of Michigan and DTMB are very aware and very supportive to making sure we stay on that cutting edge. And I think it's really great, and it's very proud to work here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that talks to the mission, like you said, the public safety mission. Some people may say, why do we need to have a tower in this remote location where there isn't much activity? But
every square mile of Michigan counts. In fact, we get more visitors here than we have residents.
Yeah.
And in the summertime, it's crazy. So this is no different than 7 Mile and Grand River. If you need assistance, we have to provide that service, and we do it very well.
And all weather as well.
Well, I have a million more questions, but I can see everybody's face is starting to freeze over with snow. So I think we're going to cut it from here. Maybe we can add more later.
Yeah.
And get more information. But really, thanks for bringing us up here.
Yeah, big thank you.
I think it's very important for us as leadership to see the work it takes to really maintain this, so we can help advocate for you down in Lansing.
We really, really appreciate that. Thank you for coming.
No, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to us. All right, as you can see from our video, we got the full winter experience during our trip to the Keweenaw Peninsula. The Keweenaw is beautiful, but winter there is no joke. They've had more than 172 inches of snow so far this season. That's over 14 feet, and I'm told that that's actually light for this time of year. With that, Laura and Caleb, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks, Michelle. We also wanted to give a shout out to Del Ryala and the entire MPSCS team for taking the time to give us some insights on their day-to-day, for their day-to-day basis, and for giving us taste of the conditions that they deal with during the winter.
Yeah, and so in addition to our trip to Copper Harbor, which obviously was the furthest distance we traveled away, on our way back, we also made it through Marquette to visit staff that are located close to there. I won't say out of there because there was a lot of staff that came in from all over the UP, and then made a stop in Newberry as well that I'm going to talk about a little bit more in a few minutes.
We got to see a lot of cool things on this trip, literally and figuratively. But the real standout for me was the opportunity to meet with our DTMB team members up in the UP. We are so fortunate to have a phenomenal group of people here at DTMB, and our trip simply reinforced that for me. Our mission statement focuses on driving efficiency, connecting customers and services, and delivering solutions. And that was more than exhibited over and over by everyone that we met while we were up there. Lauren, Caleb, what were a couple of your takeaways from the trip?
Yeah, so Michelle and Caleb, one of my favorite parts of these trips that we've been able to do in the UP has become the time that we're able to spend with the DTMB team that supports the customers in that region. We were able to share some bagels and some refreshments with representatives from the Michigan's Public Safety Communication System, our field services team, and IT finance. They took the time to share their unique experiences in supporting customers across the entire UP. As you can see, there's a lot of challenges to supporting individuals in that region, including long distances in between customer locations, cell phone and network connectivity issues at times. And then as you can see from the weather, snow and or from the video, snow and weather is also, you know, a bit of a challenge, I would say, to get into those locations. But these meetings, they remind us as leadership what it takes to support the different customers that we have based on geography and the requirements that it might take. Anything from having a four-wheel drive vehicle to ensuring that you have extra parts in your car when you're going out to fix something, because you really don't have the time to drive in between sites and locations. The other thing that's really interesting is it's refreshing when we're able to have a breakfast like we did with the team, because they can share their experience and creative solutions. So it's not always us just coming in and talking, but it's an opportunity for them to share their experience with these customers. So I think we all greatly appreciate
Absolutely.
the time that we were able to spend with the team. And that's my biggest takeaway and key takeaway. So Caleb, what about
That's a
you?
good one.
Yeah, I mean, I echo those same comments, but some of the best parts anytime we get to travel to any of our team's work locations is really just talking with the team, learning more about some of the challenges they face and some of the triumphs that they get to experience as well. So one of my main takeaways that I'll always remember from this trip will be the trip to Newberry, where we stopped at a just recently finished, like 3 days before finished, they moved in site, the DNR Welcome Center in Newberry. And I'm really glad we were able to make that stop on our way back to Lansing. So it is a 10,000 square foot building project that was led by DTMB's design and construction team. And we were lucky enough to have Tom Pawlowski and Dan Hall meet us there. And you could see immediately just how passionate they were about the project. And man, they should be. It was a gorgeous facility.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I really recommend if you're going up through the UP, you should really stop by Newberry just to check out this facility. It's great. And not only was it just great to look at, it was really cool on how it was built. They used mass timber construction, which is a far more sustainable product for building construction, and making it even more extra cool, I guess. I'm not using verbs well today. Is the fact that the timber that they used was actually Michigan red pine that was harvested here in Michigan and used for the construction of the building. So all around, just a great facility, a great project for our DTMB team to showcase some of the work that we do for so many different customers out there, DNR being one of them. And then I could probably go on and on for a while about this, but like my real takeaway, and we've all talked about it, it's the people, and really seeing how proud, the pride in Tom and Dan's faces when we were talking to them was really cool. And like I say, well earned by them and the team at Design and Construction and all across DTMB that help support projects like that. So that was great. And like I said, I won't keep chatting here. I'll turn it back over to you, Michelle, to close things out.
Well, I think that building, the new DNR building, was the first of its kind, the first mass timber building
Yes.
for a state facility. So it was really interesting to see, and we got to walk around and talk to some of the DNR team members that are actually utilizing the space, and they were, I think, pretty happy with all of the light that was able to come in through the massive windows that they put on the facility. So it's just absolutely fantastic, fantastic space. So really, just once again, I want to thank everybody who took the time to meet with us while we were in the UP. Your hospitality was more than appreciated, and we love hearing about what you do on behalf of the residents, businesses, and communities that we serve, literally in every corner of the state. So that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for joining us today. And as Laura mentioned, we're going to tentatively be back with the next employee touch point on March 19th. So watch your inboxes for a confirmation invite. And in the meantime, take care and make sure to enjoy some snow fun through the end of the month. Thanks again.